Busby, baby.
That is really super. How'd a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
Yeah. Dreaming of places that we could go or something. Maybe I'll book her a time. She been way insecure, she doesn't know what to put on. But I told her she looks amazing in anything. The way that we vibing might have to give a diamond ring. I have to stay true to myself. All of my insecurities might be my downfall. This feel like a bad cycle. One day I'm all in, next day I don't know. I'm hoping it do change. I'm trying to make a few dollars out of my loose change. I'm calm on the outside, but inside's like propane. I'm trying to get that old feeling back like it's road game. See how the game's changed. It's really been hard to engage. I've been way too insecure. I've been up, I've been down, and I really don't know. I've been way insecure. Yeah. I've been way insecure, I don't know what to do. Battling highs and lows, I have so much to prove. Still on my sophomore, please do not stress me. Please do not text me. It's been a long day, and I'm still working. Baby, don't vex me. He claim me big fish, well I like fish fry. Got weight on my shoulder, could push me off deep end. Wanna start a convo? Well, that depends. My dream like a blinding light, but I'm still trying to be a star boy like The Weeknd. You not everybody gon' love, let it sink in. You try and change for who? I don't want to ask for help, that's the curse of my pride. 9 to 5 pay good, but am I truly alive? I'm trying to be debt free. Student loans on my ass, and I don't think I'ma outrun them. I was in quarantine, but it felt like I was soul searching. Dreaming of places that we could go or something. Maybe I broke her a time. She been way insecure, she doesn't know what to put on. But I told her she looks amazing in anything. The way that we vibing might have to give a diamond ring. I have to stay true to myself. All of my insecurities might be my downfall. Cuban in my mouth, cruising Port of Miami. Life is good at the moment. I almost let the insecurities of others that didn't follow dreams drown me. I almost lost my way, like we were lost at sea. And somehow everything I ever wanted got cloudy. My dreams speak to me and I hear that shit so loudly. Like what's the next step for me? What is my true purpose? Somehow I found all of the answers while up in quarantine. My brother Nick told me he sees how much I need it. This music shit means more to me than surgeons working orthopedics. The way my life been going from the highs and lows, I promise you Ripley's wouldn't even come believe it. I overcame all of this cause I went ahead and set goals and told myself don't stop until you reach them. Episode of The Wire, the way I go in pieces. I'ma take what's mine, just like I'm Liam Neeson. AI to the bullshit, the way that I always catch him reaching. Antonio Daniels, the way that I always gotta teach him. I was down bad, but you know I get right back in rhythm. Don't let that doubt creep into your mind, gotta stay persistent. Up in the mirror, you see why it's me versus me. All these thoughts running through my mind while in quarantine. But somehow I found all my dreams while in quarantine. People change, women change, nigga keep it player. That's on the game. Blue face Poppy, what she call me? Yup. But she said it was some hood slang. Your favorite rapper bullshitting if Deuce ain't on it. I tip the Richter every time I let one Houston rock it. A couple bands in my pocket made it low. I beat the kitty up like I'm playing girl. Your favorite rapper hard, now that nigga so. Around 124, that nigga is a no-go. My shit jumping like it's hot grease on you. I play the backboard, all I know is on you. I was really in the South, running out of options. Had a few dollars, but we always got it poppin'. Slave for that degree, so I know it's sacrificing. And a nigga fell in love with all his vices. Energized like the Energizer Bunny. Hands getting itchy when I see the money. I've been up writing verses since 5:30. The early bird get the worm, well I'm hella early. Playing for the keeps with you. The confidence got me in the zone for you. Okay, jumping like it's hot grease. Okay, jumping like it's hot grease. I play it for the keeps with you. Confidence got me in the zone for you. Okay, jumping like it's hot grease. Okay, jumping like it's hot grease.
Still don't give a fuck. Middle finger up. Shooter in a cut. He might up it cause you sus. Called her up a Uber. Heard you made her take the bus. Damn, I don't have no trust. I might make her fall in lust. Whoa, I got the models around me. We would've survived in the county. Pull up and stun on your dad, and fuck it, I jump on the fucking shit. And my wrist game is snowfall, nigga. Yeah, snowball, bitch. And I never drop the ball, but I bet I drop hits. Say she love fucking rappers, cause she know we all rich. Wasn't good at math B, but I'm good at whipping bricks. I'm her first orgasm, so I bet she reminisce. Ladies first, I tell her go, but I bet that she insists. And I'ma treat her how I treat her, yeah. I'm smoking fast like Wiz Khalifa, yeah. It's on and poppin' when I see her. You tryna save her, you should fear her.
I play it for the keeps with you. The confidence got me in the zone for you. Okay, it's jumping like it's hot grease. Okay, it's jumping like it's hot grease. I play it for the keeps with you. Confidence got me in the zone for you. Okay, it's jumping like it's hot grease. Okay, it's jumping like it's hot grease. Okay, it's looking like it's all on me. Everybody wanna trap until it's time to me. My dog's hungry and your squad looking like a feast. I been in the gym, nigga got his weight up. Days of Waffle House, I couldn't tip the waiter. $100 to my name, don't need no favors. Jordy still hitting my line, I got the flavors. And a nigga need a profit now or later. They like where I been, chillin' on the west side, chillin' at the west end, invested in myself, nigga, times 10. I remember days of the battle rap at the lunch table, scared I hop in, but I ain't been scared since. But we ain't been scared since. When I used to talk about the grind and the dream, used to be worried. Now you know a nigga ain't flinching. As you can see, I am black and I'm gifted. Backhanded conversation, stay on pivot. Deuce, you got way better, yeah, no kidding. That's what happens when you go and put the work in. My tumble distractions. Eric Matamba showed me anything's possible. He overcame Philly in the Meek Millies. Now we in the city and we toast to achievements. Look what God's blessed me with, I'm still dreaming. Most of these niggas try to be on Drake shit, but somehow they still end up scheming. I barely touch the surface, ain't even put a foot in. Everybody talk, but they never put the work in. From Henny out the bottle to water for crystals. I don't speak much, but my name hold weight like the highest credentials. Aim way nice, impact like a missile. Almost lost myself to the glitz and glam. Dari just pulled off in a brand new lounge. Down. Sorry, showed me stand up for what you believe. You never know what you will achieve. We always had a drive, but we just needed the key. Just needed the They like where I been, chillin' on the west side, chillin' at the west end. Invested in myself, nigga, times 10. I remember days of the battle rap at the lunch table, scared I hop in, but I ain't been scared since. But we ain't been scared since. They like where I been, chillin' on the west side, chillin' at the west end. Invested in myself, nigga, times 10. I remember days of the battle rap at the lunch table, scared I hop in, but I ain't been scared since. But we ain't been scared since.
Yeah, they like where I been, can't pin the locations I'm in. Chasing moolah, guap, euros in, cause damn my little chica love to spin. Ballin', yeah, I'm high above the rim. Ballin', yeah, I'm high above the rim. Shooting for the stars, been in the gym. If you cross the line, shoot at his brim. Booking a flight as a now, straight speeding through traffic, we flying around. Don't care what these niggas think of me. These niggas ain't making no history. She hit me, I'm lying her down. She posted the crib, just lying around. Me and my niggas gon' get it, them boys from the village since I took you feel.
They like where I been, chillin' on the west side, chillin' at the west end. Invested in myself, nigga, times 10. I remember days of the battle rap at the lunch table, scared I hop in, but I ain't been scared since. But we ain't been scared since.
This one got me cruising around the city late at night, yeah. Shorty in my DM looking for time of her life, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. This one got me feeling $1 for feature. You hang with them duckies, claim they Mona Lisa, never keep her eye. Got the antidote cooking and beaker. 301 the home team jumping out the gym like limb buyers, Chocolate nigga on my F's, love for the game, Western Snipes the way to go, drip around my neck, 1500 for the neck piece for the flex, You trying too hard here, I can teach you better, Shorty love me cause I keep the Gucci to the flip-flops. Haters claim they hard, but they shit hit like hip-hop. Are you kidding me? My shit do numbers like it's K-pop. Plotting on the Maybach, bitch. This one got me cruising around the city late at night, yeah. Shorty in my DM looking for time of her life, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. This one got me cruising around the city late at night, yeah. Shorty in my DM looking for time of her life, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit.
This one I can
Hop in and crank it up at night, yeah. Patty on my line, say when she see me, it's on sight, yeah. She just wanna come around, see this life for real, yeah. And she brought a Fiji water bottle full of pills, yeah. She want me to cop a bag for her, I'm like, what's the reason? She a pocket watching, we out places, I just do the visas. Last nigga claim he was cold, yeah, your boy freeze across the state. She on my side, shawty like a beat with gold links around my neck, slick Rick the ruler to the crib. She on top, rubbing on my cupid. She don't need much, she be fine with us, just coolin'. We hit the road, touch the road, cruising.
This one got me cruising around the city late at night, yeah. Shorty in my DM looking for time of her life, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. This one got me cruising around the city late at night, yeah. Shorty in my DM looking for time of her life, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. She wanna hang with rappers cause she know we get it lit, yeah. Niggas be claiming they rappers, but I really know they just joking about it. They never studied and vacated sucks, but they would figure they would drop it. Now they mans hype them up, now they mans gas them up. All of them guns in they videos, but niggas never shoot them up. I been chillin' in the cut, you know racking wins out, you know counting ends out. Went from a bus out of foreign, it all started in the basement. Won't stop till we torn. What could they tell us? We drown in the hate, and we always knew we would make it. Most of these niggas be talking, but they are not saying too much. I'd rather put the work in cause I know it's worth it and in God I trust. I used to want my dreams come overnight, but I know that shit come at some prices. That's not how it's destined for me. That's not how it's destined to be. Niggas thinking cause I been quiet that I went and I slipped and fell off. Actually I wouldn't doubled up. Working double till it's double stuff. I die for this shit like I'm catting this. And we are not on the same frequency. I don't know what's gotten into me. I don't know what's gotten into me. Actually, I got the keys to the vault and I treat it like my old lady. You know that I'm killing, I'm digging it out. Now you see what all of that chatter is about. You see on my bladder can never stay up. You see I got problems with staying content. The high from my project, it came in and went. Thankful for all of the listeners for letting me show my life out and letting me vent. I am forever dead. I have a paper fetish. If I don't see a lane, then I will just make a lane. If I don't see a way, then I'll just make a way. It's feeling something like a breakaway. Feeling like Anthony Edwards, and I could care less about your network. Niggas be claiming they rappers, but I really know they just joking about it. Niggas be claiming they rappers, but I really know they just joking about it. Niggas thinking cause I been quiet, then I went and I simply fell off. Yeah. Niggas be talking that bullshit until they come and meet the boss. We hungry for the paper and I can't chill till I get that Ricky Ross. He got that juice, I got sauce. I can trip off of my losses, cause look how much that we have gained. Dudes, be proud of yourself. Look how much that you've changed. Had to kick old habits trying to hold me back like I grow in pain. I'm on the ass like Major Pain. Came to make a major change, and we can care less about a chain. We can care less about your chain. We can care less about all of the diamonds and all of the profit. I'm all in they pockets like Capital One, my nigga. What is all in your wallet? I'm finding myself at the bottle of bottles. Some dreams that were hollow with promises that were kept. Had to believe in myself, my adrenaline pumping. Never gonna stop until I gain all the power and all the respect. I was a secret that was quiet, but I promise you that I never ever slept. I did 10,000, then another bit to show them what when I drop, I don't miss. Keeping my foot on the pedal, trying to outrun the devil. My dreams come more burdens, but I'll come like Kevin. Yeah. I've been out here dreaming of the things that I really need. I know that they on now, but I'm working on legacy. Had to take a step back, it was getting hard to breathe. Learn to love myself, then reciprocate the energy. Let me tell you about, 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 let me tell you about. Let me tell you about, let me tell you about, let me tell you about all I need. Let me tell you about all I've seen. We was living in a whole pandemic, but it just brought me closer to my dreams. Working these graveyard shifts. If you don't have a dream, you don't know what I mean. Know what I mean? If you ain't never dreamed, you don't know what I mean. Know what I mean? 2020 was the year I took steps. 2020 the year grind, less flex. 2020 was the year of depression and way more stress. 2020 I learned that if they don't love me, then they get left. 2020 was the year I chose me. 2020 I was chilling out South Beach, but I'm in a new mood. Shorty bad, but she ain't with goop troops. If you always speak the truth, you never lose. I made it to the top and it's in a coupe, but it only seats one passenger. Shorty bad, never could be mad at her. It's me versus me, no passenger. It's me versus me, no passenger. I've been out here dreaming of the things that I really need. I know that they on now, but I'm working on leg. Early.
Yo, what's goody, bro? We back, y'all.
Yeah,
We back, man.
It's been a little minute. We are back.
My man's just been in the IR, man. On
Yeah.
our IR list.
Low-key,
We got
low-key.
the doctors approved him off.
Yeah, low key.
He's back.
Yeah, so definitely had surgery on my Achilles.
How was that?
That was an interesting experience. You know what I'm saying? It was an interesting experience getting surgery for the first time.
Right.
Have you ever had surgery before?
I've never had surgery.
Yeah.
I broke in a bone, but
Have you?
Yeah, it didn't require any surgery though. Just required to be stay in place. It was in my hand. It was like in my hand. It wasn't too crazy.
Okay, that's dope.
That's dope.
It's dope that you didn't need surgery. Is what I mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, and the reason I asked is because I had never had surgery before, so I didn't realize it was like a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's really a whole thing. I had to do pre stuff and like post stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it was, like I had to do like pre-doctor's appointments and just I mean, anybody that's kind of been following this whole situation knows, like, it's been a minute. Like, I injured myself like almost 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So
damn, it has been a little minute, bro.
It's been a minute, bro. Like,
Jesus.
So there was like a bunch of things I was supposed to be doing before that I was doing, but the joint got like pushed back and everything like that. But it was a long process, bro. And the surgery itself, like, I don't even really remember.
You told me how they had drugged your ass. You're like, yo, next thing you know,
it was
send
over.
you on your way home. Like,
it was over.
Y'all did that,
which is cool. Like, it was like that. That was cool. I've never been sedated in that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So that was interesting. And then I also like the after is really what it is. So like the last like couple weeks have been, I guess, like what people be saying, like, good luck with your surgery for. You know what I'm saying? Because even when people were saying like good luck and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, like, what are you wishing you luck for?
So accommodating yourself phically or just mentally, or like
it's
both?
Literally a combination of both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been trying to
and I know you've been an individual that be, you always up, you're always active, you always getting to things. So
like, stay off your feet.
I know this feels like, does it feel like just such a weight on everything you're trying? Because it's kind of like, I kind of like see you kind of back into your groove of things. So you're doing things, but I guess the time that it's taken to do, like, I guess you're going about a lot of things very differently now.
Yeah, like it takes just more time to do things, for sure.
Man.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's really been an interesting time, bro. Like, honestly, bro, because it's like I'm there, but I'm not there. It's like being at, like, literally how the athletes be like, I'm at 75%, or it's like, mentally, there's so many things I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Physically, I'm literally limited. You know what I'm saying? And that's just weird. And what's crazy is that because I kind of experienced this already before the surgery, having experienced it already doesn't make it any easier doing it again. Now I feel like I went back to zero, bro. Like, I mean, at time to cup, I was walking. Like, by that time, I was walking. Like, I was walking. Like, I was, for all intents and purposes, back to normal. I just still had like a little limp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then my left leg was getting like super weak, which that's why I was like, oh, I got to take care of this, because like my shit's not getting strong. Like, it's not regaining strength or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But so, like, yeah, I feel like I've gone back to zero. You know what I mean? With like now having surgery, which, I'll be able to get back there, but it's like I'm within the 2 weeks of like being at zero. It's like weird. You know what I'm saying?
Leaving shit up to your own devices sometimes is not the best way to go about things, because it's kind of crazy. It's like, you'll still be able to operate, right? But then if you got to think about long term, it's like, fuck that. Hey, yo, like, take me back to zero. That's what the fuck I got to do. But damn, you should have started me off on this regimen.
Did that before.
And
and that's the thing about like getting injured, bro. Like, with life, there's literally no like,
Yeah.
there's no guide. You know
No
what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
I mean, there's hella information on the internet, which is, I don't even know how people did it before this, like how we did it before that.
Right,
Like,
but nobody's living my life and then got this injury. So tell me that.
Yeah.
Tell me that,
I'm
buddy.
like, yo, like, tell me
Don't
where do
got-
I go in Maryland? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, I'm on the
right.
internet looking for shit. But also, and that's kind of why it took me so long to even get to surgery, because like I was getting information like it's not torn, it's just like strained, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was
No.
just getting information, because I was seeking out information from just like where I could seek it out. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't necessarily, you know what I mean? I didn't have the knowledge of where to even get the right information and all this type of shit.
Now, did this expedite, I guess, your search for in terms of expanding your brand, outsourcing different types of roles or tasks, or is this something that like inevitably was going to get done anyway? Or
Yeah,
we're
that was
now
inevitably going to happen anyway.
Okay,
But you
so
know what's
this
funny?
did-
So I wouldn't say it expedited it, but I will say that no, maybe I would say it expedited it.
Yeah,
mean,
I
you
know that
already
was
have
always
people
your
that, like,
intention. I know you've already
Yeah,
had VAs and shit
yeah.
like that, but I'm saying so because I know if you're operating off a mode of efficiency, was that something? Because I know you actually, because I would love if you actually told people how you're first, putting out little job positions and like
Mhm.
how you just got a whole bunch of positions coming in for people that want to be involved with the brand. So I
Yeah.
was just thinking if maybe the fact that you're stationary more had you off some like let's focus on this aspect more. Like
Yeah.
let me see who I can fulfill in these positions so I don't make shit easier for myself. You know what I'm saying? So you could really get back into you're in the groove of things. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But
No, that's an interesting question. I feel like what I definitely during this time specifically, I definitely started to think about I not even started to think about, started to act on
Mhm.
some of these, like, okay, let me start hiring people, let me start offloading all these tasks that regularly need to be done to like keep this thing moving with the
Right.
podcast and with the podcast specifically, so that I can then do that with some of the other tasks that are a little more nuanced right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I definitely got to a point where I was like, oh, I need to I I need to just like go. I need to start reaching out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've been thinking about it for a minute. I need to actually start like making the posts, right? So I'll say, if anything, maybe it gave me some time to literally do those things. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it, bro, is like you can make the decision that you want to start hiring people, but now you got to go and find them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you got to like make your business look presentable and
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like all this type of shit. There's things that you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's literally what I'll say that the injury gave me time to like sit down and work on, was like making the job posts, interviewing people, you know what I'm saying, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Making the like, what would you call it? Like the standard operating
Right.
procedures and all that type of shit. Like thinking, like literally putting those things down in writing and then sending them to, you know what I'm saying, people, and sending them to like where you post jobs and all that type of shit.
Right.
So those were the things that, but you know what's funny, bro? Like, this is in the context of business,
Mhm.
but I will say that this injury has given me a lot of perspective on life.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
it's the injury, but also just like things that I've spent my time learning during this time. You know what I'm saying? That has bro, like, but once I'm
About
walking again,
self.
I'm gonna be completely like turned up,
Whoa.
nigga, bro. I'm gonna be turned the fuck up by the time I'm
Nah,
walking.
hell
No, I
yeah.
mean, and I'm being a little bit facetious, but it's really on some like, and it goes back to what we were talking about a couple weeks ago about just like, you know what I'm saying, like not limiting your own self and things like that.
No.
I feel like I've really been just like I feel like I've been realizing the moments in which I'm telling myself like, this is what you do. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? This is what you usually do. Like, turn up. You know what I'm saying?
And don't undermine it.
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
perspective that's huge. That's
Yeah.
huge. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, the way as malleable as our minds are, we might find ourselves often finding new perspectives, but it doesn't
Yeah.
ever undermine like how significant that is.
Yeah.
Hey Nicholas, what's up? What's up? We see you.
Yeah.
Hello to you too. Hello to you too.
Nicholas
Hope you're doing.
Molasek.
Hope you're doing
He said,
grand.
hey,
Hope you're
hello.
Hope you're doing grand
What it
this
do?
this AM, man.
What it do,
you know?
Nicholas?
Yeah. What up?
Thanks
What
for
up?
tuning in.
For sure, man. But
But
speaking of injuries,
yeah.
let's talk about that
Let's
boy
get
Dak.
into
That boy
football.
Dak done
Football's
came
back.
back from an injury. He was looking
Football is
pretty
back.
good. Took the L though.
Yes.
You trying to put up them stats? I just want to see
Yeah,
it
let me
because
see
you
if I can
know
pull those up real quick.
what was looking pretty straight for my man.
So let's get into it a little bit. Football is back. We're excited about that, of course. But
Return of champs.
I mean, last night's game, Tampa Bay versus Dallas.
Good way to start off the season.
That's the way you start off a fucking football season, bro.
Hopefully, some of y'all want some money. You know,
Everybody,
the lines is open.
Yeah.
The lines is open.
I put the lines are open.
The lines are open.
Definitely cashed in on
Brady and
Tom
Gronk
Brady.
hit 100. Oh yeah,
Tom
that's
Brady
nice.
hitting. He threw over 3 touchdowns. So definitely turned up on that. Made a couple other calls that just didn't come
Oh, this
through,
nigga's
but it is what it
43,
is.
bro. The fuck
Tom
is
Brady's
like,
fucking
bro?
43
Come on,
years
bro.
old, He's fucking 43 years old. And that's what I was gonna bring up, bro. And not that
nigga was in the league when like Zach Wilson was born. Bro, like these niggas was born.
This nigga's quarterback's coach is Byron Leftwich. I was like, yo,
that's
you,
really
like, I was
crazy.
like, yo, like we're y'all niggas like in the league.
You
at the
came
same
in
time.
the league after Brady left before
like,
him as coaching.
Bro,
that's so crazy.
And now he's coaching him.
And Byron, hey, but not, even though it's some funny shit, Byron Leftwich is great.
He's that guy.
Actually, yeah, he's that guy. Yeah, great quarterback coach.
Sure. I mean, he won a Super Bowl last year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I'm not discrediting him as a quarterback's coach.
He's in that. Yeah, he's in that funnel for coaching soon.
So
he'll get his shit. Yeah,
I believe that. Like when I noticed him and Tom Brady on the sideline talking, I'm like, no, like Tom Brady's listening to this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're definitely help. Like that's a good little relationship.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I do some of the things to note about this game last night, bro. First of all, it was a fucking shootout.
Then they had Dak throwing that shit crazy. They said, "Welcome back, cuz."
58 passes, bro. And that's the thing. I was like, bro, they what is it with Zeke? Like he is not the guy, bro.
I don't like that. I don't like that for exactly. No. I'm saying
I don't think Dak likes that.
I mean, as a quarterback, you definitely loving the fact that they calling your number and you're like, yeah,
50 times in his own
right. So, facts. I guess. See, this is the thing. I can't even say. Well, they were shutting down the run, but at the same time, too, it's like, yo, the Cowboys, y'all really didn't even press the issue right there at all. But I know y'all were playing the losing. Like when you're down, you be averse to running it when you're playing catch up, and that shit sucked. But 11 carries. Zeke, this is the dude that broke the record for y'all running back. Y'all better apply that press. You better throw him, give him the rock.
That's the thing.
You gotta give him the rock. No play action. That ain't happening. It ain't working.
There was a little play action. There was a nice the only reason I remember is because there was a nice one like that caught somebody. It was like on the 3rd down. But fucking yeah, bro. I'm just like there. It's not looking like Zeke is the guy that
for a while too. It's not even like new.
Bleeding. It's like that. Yeah, like last season. And last season bleeding into this season. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? Is Dak not? I mean, is Zeke not the guy?
I mean, this is the thing. It's not even, sometimes like, look, as a running back, he came in as a shooting stars. Sometimes, especially in that position, bro. We might have very well seen the best of that dude. For real. There's a lot of tough running backs really did come right after him too.
Because there's people who are like, I mean,
his peers
dropping
are tough.
out of the conversation. I haven't even heard him in the conversation like in the last 2 years, 3 months. I was gonna just say like over the last like off season. I hadn't heard him in the conversation of running backs. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. I mean, it was 2 years ago when this guy was like nice. You know what I'm saying?
And the season before last, when Dak had his fucking 5,000 passing yard season, that was the season where we saw Zeke already do a little drop off, and he was fumbling crazy. But we're like, all right, next season. The next season, he was in a position where you don't have your franchise quarterback. And Zeke is, I guess you guys are seeing like this isn't Christian McCaffrey type of thing. This isn't a Saquon Barkley type situation. Like, no, Zeke is not about to get it done for you like by himself. And then when they had some of the offensive line injuries, it was quiet. was all the way quiet.
That other dude, Tony Pollard, he was looking nice. Backup running back. I don't know if you peeped him.
Okay, I mean, look at it. Look, man, the only three. Yeah, they should have let him go for some more.
He had some receptions. I saw for sure. Yeah, 4 receptions, 29 yards. Yeah. Like he was like when there was times that he had the ball in his hands and I thought it was Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely had some bread on him on some of his production. So I was looking at him.
AB, man.
Let's just talk about him for a minute.
Hey, man, look. Let's just talk about how sometimes you be having some shit going on in your life, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got some shit going on in your life and you want to be front street with it and just understand that if you expecting empathy or sympathy or people to understand, you know what I'm saying? They're probably 9 times out of 10 it's probably not gonna be that. But you know, there's definitely something to be said about, you know.
Chris Godwin was eating too. My bad.
Oh, of course. No, of course, bro. Because hey, bro, all of our receivers are number ones in their own right. You know, so that's really
Mike
crazy.
Evans got the
bro, because they was watching out for him the most, like, and it was so crazy.
He had 6 targets.
Yeah, bro. So like, but that AB shit really just tells you, man, just stay on your path, stay down,
AB
stay focused.
7. Look what Mike Evans did with 6 targets. Look what AB did with 7. Oh my god,
bro. There's always
night and day,
bro. It's really crazy. It's always a redemption story to be had with sports,
guy, bro. And shout out to the guys on the fantasy last night. John said he said he had AB as his sleeper. He was like, that's a sleeper this week. Like,
look at that.
He is a must start this week.
Look at that. 24 yards a catch.
And he came out the gate. He came out the gate going crazy. I think the first drive he had like 2 catches for like 40-something yards or something, or maybe 1 catch that was like down for like a 30-yard.
No, I mean, can we really just appreciate this receiving? This nigga Brady threw that thing everywhere.
Gronk got in the action. Leonard Fournette had 5 catches.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
this is really crazy.
It's gonna get crazy for Tampa Bay this year. It definitely
chemistry build too.
But I will say that they were expected to blow Dallas out.
I mean, I don't.
But it's the NFL. I always think it's the NFL. Nobody. It's never a given that anybody gonna blow anybody.
If we lost,
we're all grown ass men.
No, yeah, if we lost, I would have been like,
if Dallas would have lost it.
No, if we lost, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have sweated the first game of the season.
Yeah, I believe that as well because it was looking that way.
I mean, shit, they was about to sneak it. They was about to sneak it.
They won on the last drive. I was thinking of like, oh my god, the utter upset, bro. Like Dallas was depleted too because their best offensive lineman was not even in.
Yeah, but I think of like, when I think about Brady leading the Bucks, I also think about in the same type of mode of how we came with the Patriots. These are always the team they pick up at the right time. That's how I always go. In the beginning of the season, it's not even about the dub. It's literally about, the plays, the mechanics. Everything should be timing on. Yeah. Like, we're practicing the basics right now. Yeah. And by week 6, 7, we need to get in stride. Like, but that's like what has to happen. We need to be in a stride into the playoff. And it's so weird how, well, let me not say it's weird, but it usually tends to always go like that. The teams that are vibing coming into like when the stakes get risen, it's better off as opposed to like when you look at the Steelers last year, right? You started 11-0, like that shit was looking crazy. We're like, yo, Ben came back.
Did they start off with?
They started 11-0. Oh,
11,
the first 10-0.
First loss was to the Redskins.
Yeah, and then when they lost, they lost.
They started to lose.
And then
they make the playoffs,
bro.
They did make the playoffs.
They
lost
did,
first round.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think they started like 10-0.
They snuck into the playoffs.
10-0 ended at 11-5. Like I was like, whoa.
Shout out to the football team. Gave them their first L of the season.
Oh yeah,
last year.
yeah, that was crazy.
The football team plays the Chargers this weekend.
Is that we all? That's right. Okay, we can do that. We
play the Chargers this weekend. Let me try to bring up some of the schedules. That game's that's gonna be like a toss-up game. I really don't know because everybody's very big on Justin Herbert.
And I mean, look, man, there's been many times I've been big on the Chargers, but maybe, just maybe,
many times
it's
rookie quarterbacks
a flipping
nice.
of a chapter because I'll say it like this: the many times prior to this, it was the same quarterback. So like this is
Phillip
like,
Rivers?
it is a new vibe. Like it's a new vibe. Let's see.
Who's the coach over there?
Let's see. They just fired There's a new coach. They had a previous, I forgot, it was the black dude. But he wasn't getting it done. He wasn't getting it done. He wasn't getting it done.
So football
And y'all
team plays the
defense is
Chargers.
lethal. I've been
Our
hearing
defense
big,
is
you know,
lethal. You know what I'm saying? Our
yeah.
front seven is probably one of the best in the league. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Shit, you probably ought to make an argument it is.
Yeah.
So make an argument.
I feel for sure. So I feel like we could put good pressure on Justin Herbert, get him rattled back there. But I mean, I'm interested. I'm a football fan. It's looks like it's in Washington.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm a football fan, so I'm not saying I want Justin Herbert to come out there and light us up, but I want to see like if he's that
football.
guy, if he's the guy that we saw last year, or if he's on his way to a sophomore slump. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see what happens in that game, and I'm also excited to see what's happening with the Redskins or with the football team's offense. You know what I'm saying?
Eagles Falcons, man. This game used to be a game. Now
this is gonna be a barn burner in another way. Terrible teams.
That's a whack. That's a whack game. That's a whack game now. Damn, that's crazy. That's a whack. You can just move on.
Donovan McNabb versus Michael Vick is what we used to see.
That's what it used to be, bro. That was lit. That was cool.
Black quarterback in the league, bro.
Swipe down.
Looking at this on the joint, it is like a lit game. The two
Hurts
birds,
and Matt
the
Ryan.
two black teams, are the two black quarterbacks, the two birds.
Matt Ryan,
it's so
leave.
funny.
You gotta leave.
Steelers Bills.
This is see.
Josh Allen is probably the most, for me, the person I am most excited to see this year. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
To that point, I think people would think this is going to be a good game. I think the Bills are actually going to win that pretty decidedly.
Yeah.
I think so. Not a blowout, but I just think they're going to just win pretty. They're going to win it outright.
What are the Steelers supposed to be this
year? Like 27-14 type shit.
To be good.
I mean,
are they like?
I think we had talked about it like off air. Like they are all right. They kind of returning. The same team minus like 3 offensive linemen. Pouncey, like a lot of OGs on that O line is no longer there. I think like 2 of them retired.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't fact check me on that. Fact check for sure. But yeah. Let me not just be saying shit. You know, but fucking yeah, I don't think too much of them. I don't think too much of them because I think other teams.
I mean, you can never count them out. You can never count them.
Yeah, again, no, 100%, bro. But again, I'm putting it into context what they came off of. Like last year, you caught me off guard. I did not think y'all were that good. Yeah. Period. Last year at all. After you know what I'm saying.
To win 10 straight,
and then y'all won the 10 straight just to end up 11-5, and now you coming into this season. So now I'm looking at this season. Really, I'm like, all right. I don't give a fuck what y'all tell me. This is Ben's swan song. Like I don't see him playing next year.
No.
You know how I told you about this, bro.
How old is he?
He's 38, 38, 39. But Ben has played with retirement. He's be saying that shit, bro.
Yeah.
So, and then when we had seen how he played last year, I was like, yo, well, was it just a different version, Ben? So if this is going to work, yo, niggas around him have to ball.
Yeah.
Like they have to ball.
Yeah.
And I think the dude they drafted as a running back, he's injured for the season, right?
Harris?
No. Yeah, Najee Harris. Was that the Steelers draft? Was that the Steelers picked him up, right? He's injured. I don't know if it's the season, but he's injured. So let's check that out. Yeah. So that was also a big blow because
hell yeah.
Now Juju not gonna be able to get off out. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So So with all that said, I look at the Browns and I think the Browns are real, bro. I mean, I was slow to that. Because, you know, kind of like you, I'm like, yo, y'all got to prove it. And last year was very historical for the Browns. I've never seen the Browns win like that in my life. What
was their record?
I think they won like 11, 12 games, bro. Yeah, I was like, wow. And when I see the team, I'm like, well, I think Myles Garrett is like top 3 defensive player in the league. Yeah. I think everybody on offense is going up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got weapons all, and Baker Mayfield. I'm like, look, bro, he's not like I don't view him. He's not like he not Johnny.
He's like an upgraded Johnny.
He's not
Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, bro. Yeah, like we can't like maybe if we were viewing him in that we can't disrespect. He's good.
Like Johnny Manziel, but better. Better. But like still, like he's Johnny football.
He's good, bro. He's good. And the thing is, and again, I'm slow. I was hating on Baker hard.
But they play the Chiefs this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna. This is
so okay. So
let's see.
Okay,
let's see what's up.
Okay, let's think think about Baker Mayfield real quick. I
Right.
want to stay here for a second.
Mm.
What do you think he does this year? Like 25 touchdowns, 30 touchdowns? Like,
Think you could
I
get,
feel like he's a regular guy, bro. Like,
think you could get like 30 and 12, 30 and 13.
30 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. I mean, he
Well,
got
I
weapons.
feel like-
he
I
does
feel
not.
like-
He does not need to
I feel like he
create
would
like,
have
bro.
to do, I feel like he would have to do that this year.
And
to me,
Odell's
to be
coming
like-
full season. Like they did that. Remember, without Odell, majority of the season. Like
Yeah.
I would think, yo, bro, like Odell got a lot to prove to him for
So much
himself.
for
I'm not even
himself,
putting like I know to himself is like, bro, it's been a little fall from grace, like a little bit,
little
bro.
fall from
Like
grace.
you were literally
And a
viewed
lot of
as like
receivers- the guy.
transcendent
The
receiver,
guy.
not
Like,
even like
yeah.
you up there, but we're like, bro, the
Like, one
catch,
of,
you were
like,
living off that,
changing the
and you
game.
were really changing shit. But
And what's crazy, he had the catch, but he also had another. He had a
bro,
plethora of
no,
spectacular
100%.
catches,
Like
bro.
there's
His
like
highlight reel is probably
that,
one of the craziest.
that literally like activated his career. Now we're
Yeah.
like, he's like, bro, I do this,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then we were tuned
Yeah.
in, and it was so
now we're
crazy.
watching him practice catches.
And
like,
bro, this is the thing too. It's like, bro, I'm not about to put no Eli on some like look, I know Eli, like he got the Bulls, but I'm just talking about as a player and shit for the time that he was with Odell
Yeah.
to Baker. Come on, bro. Like I think I
Same
think
thing?
no. I think
Baker
I
better?
think Odell's working with shit better. Baker is better than Eli in that last 4 years of his career. Yeah, right now, 100%. 100%. So I'm looking at Odell like, yo, bro. And is Devontae still on that team? Parker? Yeah, because I remember
I
that.
thought he played for. I don't know why I thought he played for the Dolphins.
No, he was on the Dolphins, but then he had left, and then he had joined. That's why I was like, oh, the LSU gang. I was like, oh, that's lit. Yeah, but nah, they got weapons. So to that point, I'm watching for them. We'll see. Ravens, they've been having.
When is he expected to come back? even?
Oh,
Odell.
is he
No, he says he's out.
questionable? Questionable. No. Yeah,
I
he'll be
thought
ready.
that was
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Jarvis Landry. What the
I thought
fuck?
that
I
was
said
out.
Devontae Parker. I'm tripping. I meant
Oh,
Jarvis Landry.
yeah,
That's
Jarvis
why I meant
Landry,
he was
yeah,
on the
yeah.
fucking
LSU game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jarvis Landry.
Chubb is one of the best running backs in the game. Like, yeah, man. No, they got some. They got
I'm
some
not.
shit.
Look, I'm not mad at Cleveland at all. It's gonna be dim. For
And they
them
got
this week.
Kareem
They're
Hunt.
playing-
I forgot, yo.
Yeah.
I forgot about
This team is
Kareem.
stout. This team is
That's
stout.
crazy.
Austin Hooper is a good tight end as well. You know what I'm saying? This team is stout, but I feel like it's gonna. I mean, this week is gonna be dim for them. They're playing the Chiefs,
But I
but
say
we'll see what happens.
the weak
We'll
link
see
in
what happens.
that conference could very well prove to be Ravens, bro. Because the injuries that
Oh
these
my
niggas have gotten, bro, it's
God.
vicious. Bro. They got like 5 or 6 serious
Gus Edwards,
injuries,
Gus
bro.
Edwards and Marcus Peters went down.
That happened back to back plays in practice, bro.
That's ugly.
Nah, bro. I would if I'm the coach. I'm like, yo, we gotta stop. There's Juju
Postpone
is
everything.
Juju in the air
You gotta
today.
get some kind of seance going
Nah,
on.
but for real,
You
like,
gotta
bro,
get
just
some
cut it.
motherfucking
We done with
sage
practice,
going
bro.
on
We
in
done
the
with practice,
motherfucking-
bro.
yeah.
Just go home, yo. Cause like, no. Cause if the third,
Bro.
the owner might
Yeah,
come
if
down
another
and fire.
nigga- if another nigga
Be
come-
like, nigga, what type of fucking practice
It's funny,
sessions?
we
y'all-
saw
Is
that-
it Harbaugh still the coach?
Harbaugh, yeah.
Yeah, he need to watch out.
We
He
had
need to
some-
watch out, bro.
No, I mean you don't put that on the coach. That's the trainer. That's the
Yeah,
athletic
you're right. That's
staff.
training.
Like,
That's
you're looking
something,
at-
bro.
You're looking at the training
5,
staff,
6
bro.
of y'all niggas in the past the week is out. Like out.
Yeah.
Chill.
It's funny because we
No
was talking
COVID.
about that on the fantasy, and yet I was there getting ready for the episode yesterday when I saw the news about Gus Edwards and Marcus Peters going down, and it's crazy. This nigga Sean was like, there must be something in their grass, like their grass must be shitty.
No.
And I'm just like, dog, like
Literally.
you can't even. It's crazy. I hope nobody else on that team gets injured because like that was a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, or at
now they're
least in
depleted at
contention
running
type
back,
shit. But
and
now
they're one of
it's
the most.
done.
They run a lot. They're one of the. I think they had the #1 rushing offense last year.
And Gus is pretty good. Gus is pretty good.
Doing
man.
large part to you know what I'm saying Lamar. I mean J.K. Dobbins went down already earlier this year. You know what I'm saying? He was their starting running back.
Yeah.
Gus Edwards was the
Yeah.
backup running back,
Yeah.
and he went down. Like now they're on their third back. You know what I'm saying? They went and signed Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, put them both on the
Yeah,
practice
interesting guys that don't have
squad.
jobs.
They
I
don't
was
have
like, wow,
jobs.
like
yeah.
we'll see. Like, you know, I don't know.
Um,
The name, I've definitely, as you grow older, you realize name brand is not everything
Name brand
at all.
Name brand, but it means something though. Like
It
Le'Veon's
be
probably
mean
even
it's-
only on the team because of the name. And
Right.
Devontae Freeman. Devontae
Right,
Freeman had what,
right.
like 2,
No, I get-
3
I'm
good
not-
years. in
I didn't
Atlanta?
I didn't mean about it from that perspective. I
What'd you
guess I meant more so like off some well, yeah, right. It's their name that actually I meant more so like the name might get them on the team, but that don't necessarily mean they'll perform well.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, like to your point, right? It did get them.
Or
Your
stay on the team.
Your resume is really what got you on. I don't think you wowed them.
Yeah.
Like, they just more so are like, yo, I think you're capable of this, and if you can do that for us, that's all we need.
Let me talk about a game that I'm interested in. I mean, Vikings,
What you
Bengals
interested
is whatever. 49ers, Lions, that's probably going to be a blowout. Cardinals, Titans.
You interested in this one?
I think it's going to be an interesting game, bro. As far as
so you are. I asked that because you think Cardinals is interesting? You think there's
I
something
think their
bubbling there?
offense is
I know
interesting.
Titans are very interesting.
Yeah. But
Very
I think the Cardinals are
interesting,
interesting in the sense of
Kyle Murray.
I love DeAndre Hopkins. I feel like DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray, this is going to be a good chance for them to do something this week. And also, I want to see how JJ Watt fits in with that defense. You know what I'm saying? JJ Watt is there. They have like they're going up against Derrick Henry this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to see if Derrick Henry is gonna go nuts on this defense, or you know what I'm saying? Like what's going to happen? You said he is. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I think that's gonna be a high scoring game. Seahawks, Colts. What do you think about that? Anything?
I'm
gonna go
Seahawks. You know, Colts is again.
Russell Wilson. Yeah, he had some turmoil in the offseason. So I guess
but they settled that down. They got him back on board, but he was definitely trying to play his cards. He was trying to play his cards. It's not CJ Prosise. I don't know. But the Colts, man, they also be having, they can never really plan around what they trying to do. Somebody always getting injured.
Yeah. Who was it? No, Chris Carson. Who was it? Carson Wentz is their quarterback? The Colts?
Was. Now, well, yeah, I guess
he was their quarterback last year?
Was he the quarterback last year? Nah, he was on the Eagles, bro. He was on
last
Eagles.
year. Oh, that's when he lost his
job.
He
lost his job. Yeah, he was.
And now this is his first year with the Colts. But didn't he get injured or something?
He got injured last. Yeah, he's out for 6 to 8 weeks. And remember, you were like, damn, significant early.
Yeah, big fact. Jets, Panthers. I don't know what.
Yeah, we parlaying all this
Jaguars,
shit, y'all. I'm
Texans.
telling you, this is my first time. I'm getting into this parlay shit. I'm looking at all these games.
Yeah.
I'm like,
there's some
yes,
locks
sir.
There's a couple of locks.
Hopping in there, y'all. Let me know some
also
picks.
A couple of
y'all got let me know the under overs on things, man.
This is the perfect segue. This is the perfect segue into new content we have coming out.
Oh yeah.
So me and Tim and a couple other homies are starting a show called Parlay Today.
Good shit.
We're starting a show called Parlay Today.
Wow.
Where we're gonna go through some of the bets that we're gonna be placing for
FanDuel. Y'all hear this? AG Bookie AG. Y'all hear this?
NFL
y'all
games.
Hear this? Sponsor the boys.
NBA's coming back in like a month and a half or so.
Yeah, real quick. Damn. Sports be hitting
right around the fucking corner, bro. And what's crazy is like I'm like, wait. Was it ever like that? Was it always like this?
No. This COVID got this 2-year run. Literally, it's he just bringing it right back. Because remember, this shit still ended late again this year too.
Okay, yeah, that's a big fact. That's a big fact.
For NBA though, we've been getting this shit straight up. After this season, it's going.
One of the things that I remember, a memory that I just it's stuck in my head, is watching Michael Jordan play for the Wizards on Halloween one time. And now I'm like, the NBA is around in October.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still. I feel like it's. I don't know. I feel like the timing is off though. It don't really start in October usually. Because I feel like football has always been a September thing, and I don't remember football starting this close to NBA starting. I don't remember it being that way.
Yeah, no, bro. Like how it is like the first NBA games will usually always be played towards the last days of October, but how you can really put it is the NBA season definitely fully kick starts in November.
Yeah.
But November, you're in the throes of football, so you're not really even depending on what you're on, you're not really on it. And if you look at the sports outlets, literally the stuff that we watch, ESPN and shit, they're literally not covering it because the leverage between the season is no, it actually means things now for these teams to win games. We're 5-6 games in, so now you're actually starting to see how the playoff picture is looking. Where NBA is 82 games, bro. What the fuck? Like,
the first
y'all
20
niggas
don't mean anything.
Yeah, and that's when after the first 20, you're like, oh, what y'all? What's going on?
Where is
what's
everybody?
going on here?
Yeah.
Everybody's scoring averages in the first 10 games be looking different. Like,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
oh, he look like he about to ball it.
Yeah.
No, he's not. Like, oh, hey, yo, Brian. You know who caught me off guard for that? The bubble. Oh, T.J. Warren caught a lot of us off guard. T.J. Warren.
Oh, T.J. Warren.
Yo, on the Pacers. Oh, you don't, bro, with the braids, with the cornrows.
Doesn't even ring a bell.
Wow, that's what, maybe you don't remember. Maybe him and Jimmy Butler were always getting the heat and shit. And Jimmy, well, anyways,
I didn't watch much bubble basketball though.
Yeah, so
like not on TV.
This nigga was like playing like MJ, like, bruh, he was dropping 50 pieces, 30 pieces, bruh. No, like niggas are like T.J. Warren.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, and then. Bruh, regular season next year came. Everybody's like niggas that really knew, like, bruh, y'all was saying T.J. Warren's that guy, right? Like, fuck out of here.
But so going back to the whole like
parlay
with the games in there, definitely. Bro, I'm ready to make some money this football season, bro. Like, already started off decent last night. You know what I'm saying? My main bet hit, but I spent basically the same amount of bread on some like chances.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Even,
on some chances. So I mean, I didn't even break even. I came up a little bit, but just not as much as I could have if I would have, you know what I'm saying, been smarter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all intel, bro. Like, I feel like this year, I feel like
it's intel.
Yeah,
it's intel.
I feel like
especially
I'm
when
learning every
in,
time, bro.
and when you don't really know, it's like, yo, bro, what you feeling for real? Word, you be. All right,
it was the first game, and literally last night was the first game of the season. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was watching niggas like, oh, I remember, like, I wanted to put some bread on Gronk's like performance last night, but I didn't. And he went off, and I'm like, yeah, I remember talking.
Usually he don't just start. Usually he don't just kickstart like that. Gronk just don't be doing that. Like,
Gronk is Gronk. Like, what are you talking about?
But it's so crazy. It's like
also playing. It's AB and Gronk. They're playing with Tom Brady. Tom Brady favors those guys.
And you know what we have to also give to is like, you have to take it into account. You had to give it a year to marinate, bro. It's a new setting for all these niggas, bro. Like, I gotta learn this shit.
And they didn't pop off last year,
bro. And a ring to it. It's like, yo, bro, we're elite. Like, bro, no. Yeah, it's really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. Buck's we parlaying.
So this weekend,
we're parlaying our way through the winter.
While we're here, definitely, we're doing our first episode, I believe, tonight.
Okay, dope. Y'all, so get the people hit. Are y'all streaming it? Is it okay?
It's gonna be a live stream, but
through IG, Twitch.
It's gonna be live streamed through like YouTube.
Okay.
Twitch. We're gonna be on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So the normal places you can find Nation.
That's some shit I need some NFTs for.
You know what I'm saying?
Some motherfucking parlay today, and what the fuck?
So
yeah. Y'all want this insight? Y'all want to come into the Discord? Y'all need to buy this. I'm telling y'all, we killing it right now. We're because Tim really be killing it. So he needs to motherfucking up the subscription tier thing. Like, bro, we're really winning over here. So, like, you want to parlay your way into this NFT? Like,
is gonna be the thing, bro. And
oh my gosh.
We're gonna be going through some of the. We're not just going to be going through some of the bets that we're going to be placing. You know, for the games coming in the weekend, but we're also going to be going into like how we think about, you know what I'm saying, making these bets, the psychology behind like
trying to get
how
you
we
hip
go with our decisions. Like, I've been in the group chat because it really started with Tim and two of his homies. Well, they're my homies too. I know them from Hampton, but they have been killing it in the betting shit.
Them niggas. Those his niggas.
They've been killing it.
We just make money.
Killing it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in their group chat over the last like couple weeks as we've been like developing the idea for the show, but also just been like placing bets and like sharing the bets that we're placing. And I'm like, yeah, like certain niggas have certain styles of doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like getting into the psychology of like why we do what we do and like how we think about it is going to be dope.
New perspectives. I tell you.
And then also like, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, if it makes the games fun for me, bro. Like I've got like a newfound joy in like watching these games, being invested in them, and then earning, you know what I'm saying, some bread, because like the FanDuel's odds, bro. Like,
hey man,
people are eating. People are quitting their jobs and becoming full-time like sports.
Look, man, this is what it's so cool because it's kind of like what the NFTs have made me kind of like hyper focus on. It's like, look, man, if you want to, you can set up some type of structure in which that which you give your attention to is that what also compensates you. But that's not
easy
And you
though.
it's gotta be built.
And depending on where lane or wherever industry or wherever you're at, it's either easier to see than other things. Like here, you can be like, oh, I can easily see how participating, I can make some bread. And with other things, it's kind of like maybe it's just a little bit more skin in the game, but you can though. You still can, and it behoove you if you got more perspectives, because now it's like to curve your risk. You know what I'm saying? Because exactly what we talking about with the parlay. No, bro, there's no exact science to this shit. At any given moment, it would do the exact opposite of what you said, and there was no way that you were going to know that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like through it all, you really just own in on your discipline, your risk aversion, and you kind of learn, what it is what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and that kind of like leaks over, bro. Your decision making, that's really like you're calling upon those skills with the things that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I was finna say, bro. Like, yes, in the nature of games and betting, like you can't really know what's going to happen. So it's like, how could you, like when I say something like people are quitting their jobs and literally becoming full-time sports bettors, I'm not making that up. I know people that have done that. You know what I'm saying? I tail a lot of people. I tail a lot of bookies on Twitter who have done that, and I'm seeing, and I feel like I've learned from them too, because like you're right, you can't really know what's gonna happen, and you can't predict. Of course, that's what it is. What you're doing is predicting, but there's definitely, if you know sports, you can predict. Like if you know and you're watching the games and you know what people are capable of doing, especially because I'm new to this new version of sports betting where like you can bet on all aspects of the game. You can bet on what Tom Brady's going to do. You can bet on what Gronk's going to do. You can bet on what AB's going to do. You can bet on what they're not going to do. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, Tom Brady won't score or won't throw 4 touchdowns and make some money off that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally predict every aspect of every competition that's out there, bro. Tim had me betting on Euro Cup qualifying games, bro. Like World Cup qualifiers, and I don't know shit about that, but like he showed me that there's like literally things that you can predict are going to happen just by the probability of how soccer works. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make bets on people. You can make bets on teams not scoring a certain amount of goals in a half, and it's like, bro, it's almost impossible. Like you have to really be nice to do that.
Bet on fucking tip-offs, nigga.
Exactly. Like who's gonna win the tip?
Gems, nigga.
Who's gonna win the tip?
I will lose all my bread right here.
Yeah. It's so the whole shit is fun, bro. Like it's fun, and it's also there can be a system to it. There can be you can do it methodically and come up, bro. Like, and I feel like that's what I saw that happen in the end of the playoffs NBA last year. I feel like that's where I'm going again with the NFL, because these are things that I know. I know basketball and I know football. All I got to do is just watch a little bit and see who's like doing what. You know what I'm saying? Remind 100%. Myself of that. But I know who's who and what's what. You know what I'm saying? The times where I was like trying to just be extra is when I'm like betting on baseball, betting on soccer. Yeah. But like the thing is, I've also hit on those things too. I've lost way more on those than I have. But it's trying. It's learning.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You said something about having skin in the game, and like you do have to kind of like have skin in the game, bro. Like you got to be willing to lose. You got to be willing to lose.
It makes sense, bro. And like I swear, like, and even just to pivot it, but still keep the same spirit of like what we were just talking in the conversation. Like, how else do you expect to reap rewards or benefits or return on investments if you weren't willing to like go with your conviction and put whatever
stand on it with money
and put it, so with money? Here's my conviction. I'm here.
You know,
now with
I
work,
believe this.
And that's the thing. What people sometimes don't understand when it comes to like supporting or investing or whatever the fuck, like. And that's why I really fucking love NFTs, man. I love how I could just spin everything back to that shit, man. Because it's like, dog, for you being vested or whatever it is, like, you will get rewarded for that. And not only will you just get rewarded for that, but you will get rewarded over time. Like, think of the concept of staking. Like, bro, just pull your money here and we will give you interest. Like just pull it here. We're not going to take it away. Like, just pull it here. You know what I'm
The same
saying? And
way
you'd be
you
like,
would pull it in
but
the
I
bank.
need it. But they're like, bro, but I want to give
I
you
need
more.
it to be in the bank.
I want to give you more though.
Yeah.
Like I need it too to power up some
To
shit.
use it,
Like
yeah, to use
and
something.
I'm gonna get you back. But you want to go through your traditional means and collect 0.05%. All right,
and
cool.
what's funny is that the bank, like, I don't think people understand the bank is using your
Your
money.
shit
That's
too.
why- that's
They're
why-
using it too.
Yeah, it's like it's just that it's conditioning is so
Conditioning. That's
interesting,
it, bro.
Like,
That's all. Because
it's really interesting. Like
you-
people are walking contradictions because they've been conditioned to believe something that they literally know doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or maybe it does make sense, but it's like literally if you apply that exact same logic to something that's less popular or less known, you then want to throw it out the window. Like, no, it doesn't apply here. Like, bro, like it's the same thing. Like, an example I use because this is the same concept, but not in the crypto world.
Right.
But have you ever heard of Derek Grace? He's the dude. He talks like a lot of like financial freedom stuff.
Okay.
He's like tatted all over his face.
Yeah, I'm not.
And
Maybe
he's
if
like
I've seen him.
he's gone viral a few times.
Okay.
That's why I assumed you might know him.
Oh,
he-
dude with the dreads.
Yeah, with dreads.
And he
faces
written
on-
mad
tats on his
books and
face.
shit.
He be,
Yeah, but
his
yeah.
kids be like
Real smart dude.
toting guns and shit.
Yeah, real smart dude. Yeah.
Brilliant dude.
Yeah.
Brilliant dude. But he has this same kind of. He has this what he calls. I forget the exact like trademark name for it, but it's like some kind of like in-family banking system that he's kind of developed.
I've heard him talk.
And it's like community banking system that he's developed, where it's like you get people from your community to just like all put money together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the person who's like in charge of it, I think people do it with him. So like he then uses that money to just like build businesses and invest and like do things that will give you a return. And then he just disperses out the return. And the return is more because there's less people in it.
That's so crazy. And I was even thinking about, you see, I had somebody, I can't even remember who had given me this idea, but because like when you see all these DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, and I've been looking at some of the ETH addresses I bought, I've been like, wow, I can literally like set up any one of this to be like some type of charitable donation or things going there, but it's literally on the blockchain. So you literally see that the funds went into that wallet. And like, so basically,
there's no shenanigans.
There's no shenanigans that could be had as long as you put your money towards that because you're like, that is something I want to be behind, or that is a cause. I'm like, wow, that's such a dope way to just rally people up. And at the same time, it's like, yo, you don't have to trust me. Like you could just, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to verify, make sure you know where your bread is going towards. And like, even with these brands, like, look at this shit. Like, I got these are Nike sweatpants. Shout out, I got some Contraband Entertainment. This is actually my guys, so I'm happy to be wearing this. But like, basically, the point I was gonna be making, I got some Nike sweatpants. I got Adidas fucking slippers. Yeah. I've been wearing these brands for fucking years. Yeah. I've been walking advertisements for them for years. For years, you know what I'm saying? There is no fucking percentage discount coming in the mail. There is no thank you. And I'm not saying I want that, or I feel slighted that I have not gotten that. But it's just more so now as a conscious consumer moving forward. It's like, well, with this dollar, I'd much rather want to put this dollar into a brand that appreciates the fact that I am putting my money with them. There. Like, again, it's not a knock. Like, that's capitalism. That's how it works. It ain't a knock, but it's like, well, if there are brands that are thinking of me, I would much rather go there.
I was gonna say in the opposite kind of way. Like if I'm playing the advocate of the brand, right? Like I've built something that you must have.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
You want it.
Yeah.
I didn't even market to you. Like,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit is in high demand. You know what I'm saying? My shit's selling out. My shit's 100%. Like that. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And, so it's like you're kind of paying to be in that elk of people who own this. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it is bifold, trifold.
Exactly.
But another way around, because to your point of you wearing these brands and not really getting a check behind it, a lot of the philosophy of like a lot of investors and people who are first getting into stocks are buy stocks of the companies that you consume the most of their products. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like that way you do have some ownership, or you do get some kind of dividends in shit that you use anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're spending twice though, because you're buying the product and then you're buying the stock, but you still.
And I guess, and I'm not arguing against that model. I understand that to be
it's the same thing in the crypto world, though. It's the same thing.
100%. But now what's really cool was the fucking shift is like what you said, like how you're doing a double spend to actually do that. Like, oh, you buy the products here? Okay. Oh, the product is the is the oh, this is the stock. The stock is
The
in the
stock is the
product.
product.
Oh, bet. like
Yeah.
like and then oh, you still have it? Here's some
Yeah.
more. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
like what the
that's where
fuck?
it differs.
Like
yeah.
what the fuck?
That's
So
where it
so
differs.
again, a
Because
critical
because a lot of times you're buying I mean, there's traditional companies where what you're buying is an asset. Like if you buy a Rolex, it's probably gonna
for sure.
go up in value.
But then you peep. It's like, yeah, but the entry level to these things. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but pay to play. You're
Yeah.
right. It is a nice
Bro,
little buy,
'cause
but you better have that
NFTs,
bag
bro,
to
the pay to play for NFTs is substantial too.
Nah,
What are we talking about?
but this is but
ETH
you have
like,
options. You have
Motherfuckers
options.
are saying say for 0.1 ETH. That's not nothing to sneeze at.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
100%. It ain't a Rolex though.
It's not a Rolex.
It
It's
ain't a
not
Rolex.
but you I mean, that's just on the scale. You have
But-
things that are going for 1 ETH, 4 ETH. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Or that are
100%.
dropping for 1 ETH.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
100%.
I'm not saying that 0.1 ETH is the standard. I'm just saying that like even if you do drop 0.1 ETH or something, that's like, you know, it's something. But I do think to your point, what you're buying digitally is probably going to appreciate. Well, it still remains to be seen. NFTs,
facts.
we know that NFTs are here to stay, but the value of NFTs are fluctuating crazy.
And
bro.
but it kind of goes back to like to what we were just saying, right? How we understand how both sides operate, but to the same well, of course, then the market has its own influence on things. But if things just come out at 0.12, it's kind of like well, we know what we're trying to do for y'all. So yeah, like that's the price.
Yeah.
Like cuz y'all know how this shit work. Like we know what we're trying to enable like happen for y'all.
Yeah.
And ideally how it looks like the brands that are winning are the brands that create value for those that decide to
Yeah.
put that skin in. So it's like no matter it's like what flavor you want to do. No matter what, it's like put some skin in if you want to be rewarded how you feel you should be rewarded.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing that, then just know you're really trying to fast track or you're trying to find some little method in which you don't have to do anything, yet you can milk something out of it.
Yeah.
And that might require a lot more like brain power, but like it's like you don't even have to do that if you just understood. It's like, all right, bro, if I evaluated something or an opportunity,
I was gonna say because you do have to do something. You got to know what you're buying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you have to evaluate it.
Yeah,
like you definitely have to evaluate it. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna come back to like you're either gonna pull the trigger or not. You're either going to reflect on I could or you're gonna do it and it might be shit. But it's like, well, if you were practicing like good principles, you're like, yo, it was expendable anyway.
This
So like
shit relates so much. Like it's so funny how it started off like it didn't relate to it started off like it did relate to sports betting and it just came full circle because it's the same thing where it's like you do gotta like, am I gonna pull the trigger on this call or like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't. Like I said, I wanted to pull the trigger on some Gronk stuff, and I'm like kicking myself last night because I ultimately didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
but historical things and everything's
same
like
thing-
it kind of
the
told
same
you
thing has happened
like,
with NFTs as well. The same thing has happened where I'm like, oh, I want to buy this, and then I don't, or like remember that cube? Was it the cube thing? The whatever thing that's going crazy on Nifty.
I literally looked at the cube. I said,
nah,
it's packed.
It's too generic.
It's packed. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
The next day, I was like,
going stupid.
and this was when the market was dry. So I was
the
like,
market was dry.
what?
Dry.
And it was nifty. I was like, bro, what the
Nifty the other day, that
fuck?
was still going down.
Bro, that's just like
it's still
it's
going
between
down.
2 or 3 bands.
Yeah.
Like, and that was a $500 drop.
Yeah.
Easy.
And
Yeah,
that's when
man,
it gotten up to like 12, 10, 11.
That's
like
crazy.
They gotten up to
that's
double
crazy.
digit,
Yeah, that's crazy.
thousands. So
That's
like,
right.
but yeah, it's just that thought of, you know what I'm saying, are you gonna pull the trigger on things? But to me, for me,
Find
that's where
conviction, man.
said
Whatever you're
what?
trying to do, I'll be like, find conviction. Don't try to convince
for
yourself to
me,
not do
yeah.
that. Like, no,
I need
try
to-
to find it. And if you don't find it, then don't do it. But go try to find a reason why you should.
I
fuck
need to
with
get
things.
comfortable with like, because I get like a tightness in my chest when I'm like really
I'm sure.
when right before I pull the trigger on anything. Like that anxiety creeps up
Yeah,
on me.
no,
Not
for
even
sure.
creeps up. It comes there and I'm like, I just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm getting used to that feeling of like it's gone. Like it's gone.
Right.
If it hits, it hits. But it like, yeah, I'm paying to play. Bro. Like you cannot score touchdowns when you're on the sideline. You know,
Right.
or when you're in the stands. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You
Right.
cannot win that way. So you gotta like be comfortable with. But to the overarching point is like you gotta know what you're doing. Prepare. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you're not gonna go into a football game, expect to score a touchdown, and you haven't prepared all week. Or you haven't prepared even at all.
And if you don't know, surround yourself with people who do know, so they can help you get prepared.
Yeah, big facts, big facts. Like I said, I tell a lot of motherfuckers on Twitter. I mean, Twitter's the place to be for. That's where I get all my NFT talk.
You just have to have, you just have to your filter. Like I always be telling people,
cryptocurrency.
I feel like just any news in general is literally.
You got to cater your social medias to the person you're trying to be.
I literally ask
stop
people,
all this following stupid people, dumb shit.
No, 100%.
Watching fights and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to judge nobody what you want to watch. Like watch whatever you want actually. But like, you know, like
don't let those same entertainment outlets be the same one, I guess, informing you on other decisions. Like, bro, remember why you went there. You went there to be entertained. Don't be trying to go there for other reasons.
Don't stumble upon a post talking about put your money here and then listen. You know what I'm saying?
That was the nigga that just won the UFC match, right? All right, chill. Like, I'm gonna go talk to my finance guy. Yeah, niggas been doing that. You know,
big fact. That's crazy. So, like, I guess we could wrap up with
that's the moral, man.
This weekend, like sports this weekend. I'm looking forward to this first official Sunday of football. What else is going on this weekend? Is anything else interesting going on, like in the world? Fashion Week. Is Fashion Week this weekend?
Yeah, I've actually been. It started on Wednesday.
It's already
I was contemplating going out there, but there's no bags for me, so I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
The money did not
no
call.
money, so I don't want to look fly for strangers. The fuck?
Yeah.
Stay in the crib.
Something that I'm gonna do though. I'm putting it on wax. I'm gonna make more trips, like whether they're dolo or whatever, like. Whether there's just to like go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we were talking about that before. You just came back from a couple dolo trips over this summer, over this last few months. I'm definitely like I need to get into that more because I don't really go nowhere unless there's a bag.
You know what that happens too? When you do that, you kind of make that trip anytime you do spin back that much more productive, that much more profitable, that much more fun. You're just a little bit more in the know if you actually happen to do bring people over that you do know, or you do make the trip because you kind of like you already touched down.
Productivity's sake, you gotta go down.
Man, you exactly. And then once you plant your seeds and shit like that, you can cultivate a space where it's a matter of I could bring people and we can all like it's all good. Like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely don't need to be vacationing to places and discovering places together if we not all on the same type of chapter in the same book. You feel me?
That's a big fact.
Because I feel like that's one thing. It's weird. I feel like people just automatically assume vacations with friends and shit is just gonna be amazing, and I'm like, you know, it can be, and it should be, and it's awesome. But you get to know people in another capacity a lot of times,
good and for bad.
And you're like, oh damn, I definitely don't want to be around this for 7 fucking days.
I'm over this already. Day 3, I'm over this. Big facts. That's a big fact. So I guess everybody have a good weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Put some skin in the game. Whatever game you're playing, put some skin in it.
If you out at Fashion Week, you know what I'm saying? Turn the fuck up.
Turn up, man.
I feel like I saw a couple people that I know that I follow that were out there or headed out there. So
man.
Everybody enjoy yourself. Be safe in New York. New York is a crazy place to be. I feel like New York is a crazy place to be right now.
Send me some shit.
Big facts.
Yeah, ask for the addresses, you know.
We'll put that down in the show notes.
Facts.
Fucking what else is there? Shout out to Anna. Anna has a birthday tomorrow.
Okay,
so
shout out
give her happy birthday. Shout out. One of my faves. What else is there? Chase's birthday is on Monday.
Okay, that's
the
lit.
14th. I think that's a Monday. His birthday's on the 14th, and then my brother's birthday's on the 17th.
Damn, a whole lot of birthdays.
So bunch of birthdays to people that are very important to me this week. So like by the time we'll be back next week, their birthdays are past. So I'm saying it now. So happy birthday to y'all. What else is there? Shit, that's all I got. You got anything, Bruke?
No.
All right.
That's it, man.
I guess we'll see y'all next week.
Real early.